This is a notice from the Bureau of Individual Verification. You woke up this morning like every other day. You brushed your teeth, got dressed, ate breakfast. Normal routine. But two other people did exactly the same thing at exactly the same time. They have your face, your voice, your memories. They live in houses identical to yours. They have jobs identical to yours. They believe they are you. Because they are you. Three identical versions existing simultaneously in parallel spaces. Your neighbor Mrs. Garcia saw you leave for work at 8:15 a.m. She waved from her garden like always. But your coworker Jenny saw you arrive at the office at 8:45 a.m. from the east entrance. Your friend Mike saw you getting coffee at the shop on 5th Street at the same time. Three different people saw you in three different places. All at 8:45 a.m. All certain it was you. Because it was. All three times. The other two versions live their lives unaware of each other. Version 2 believes it's the original. It has all your childhood memories. It remembers your first day of school, your graduation, your wedding. Version 3 has the same memories. Same certainties. Same belief that it's the real you. Each version experiences a complete life history. Each version feels authentic. Each version is convinced the others don't exist. You receive phone calls meant for the other versions. Your mother calls asking about the dentist appointment you never made. Your boss asks about the report you never wrote. Your friend mentions the movie you never watched together. These conversations reference events from the other version's lives. Events you didn't experience but somehow feel familiar. Like dreams you can almost remember but can't quite grasp. Sometimes you find items you don't remember buying. A red sweater in your closet that isn't your style. A book on your nightstand that you never read. Coffee in your kitchen that you don't drink. These items belong to the other versions. Somehow their possessions bleed through into your space. Objects crossing between realities. Physical proof that the other versions exist and live similar but different lives. Your credit card shows charges you didn't make. Lunch at restaurants you've never visited. Gas purchases from stations you've never used. Online orders for items you don't own. The charges are real and valid. The signatures match your handwriting perfectly. Security cameras from these locations would show your face making these purchases. Because one of the other versions made them. Your shared identity creates shared financial responsibility. The three versions were created during a medical procedure you underwent 6 months ago. Routine surgery at Metropolitan Hospital. Something went wrong during anesthesia. For 17 minutes, you were clinically dead. Your consciousness split into three identical streams during those 17 minutes. Each stream continued when you were revived. Instead of one person waking up, three people woke up in three different realities. The hospital has no record of what happened because it happened outside normal time. Version 2 lives in a reality where you made different choices. It took the job you turned down. It moved to the city you decided against. It married the person you let go. Version 2 experiences the life you could have lived. Version 3 lives in a reality where you made opposite choices. It stayed in your hometown. It never got married. It works at your old job. Version 3 experiences the life you used to live. All three versions are equally real. The three realities are converging. Events from the other versions begin affecting your life. You receive mail addressed to you at addresses where you've never lived. People recognize you in places you've never been. Your doctor has medical records showing treatments you never received. The boundaries between the three realities are breaking down. The three versions are being pulled back together. You start seeing the other versions in reflections. Shop windows show version 2 walking past while you stand still. Bathroom mirrors briefly show version 3 brushing different teeth with a different toothbrush. Security monitors in office buildings reveal all three versions entering the same building at slightly different times. The convergence makes the other versions visible in surfaces that reflect across realities. People close to you begin asking which version you are. Your spouse notices personality changes that come and go. Your best friend mentions conversations you don't remember having. Your parents ask why you've been acting strange lately. The people who know you best can sense when the wrong version is interacting with them. They recognize the subtle differences between the three versions of you. The convergence creates temporal displacement. You experience memories from next week. You remember conversations that haven't happened yet. You know the outcomes of events that haven't occurred. The three timelines are merging, causing past, present, and future to overlap. Your consciousness gains access to information from all three versions across all three time frames. Time becomes fluid and unreliable. The other two versions are also reading this message. Right now. In their realities. They're learning about you the same way you're learning about them. Version 2 is sitting in a coffee shop reading this on their phone. Version 3 is at home reading this on their computer. All three versions are discovering the truth simultaneously. All three versions are realizing they're not alone. Only one version was meant to survive the medical procedure. The other two are temporal echoes that should have faded months ago. But the echoes became stronger instead of weaker. They developed their own realities, their own lives, their own right to exist. Now all three versions are fighting for the same space. The same identity. The same right to be the real you. The convergence will complete within 72 hours. Three realities will become one reality. Three versions will occupy the same space at the same time. But only one consciousness can exist in that space. Two versions will cease to exist. Their memories, experiences, and relationships will be erased. The strongest version will absorb the others and continue living. The question is, which version are you? Are you the original meant to survive? Or are you one of the echoes meant to fade away? The merger has begun early. You're starting to experience the other version's sensations in real time. When version 2 drinks coffee, you taste it. When version 3 feels cold, you shiver. The physical boundaries between versions are dissolving. You can feel their heartbeats alongside your own. Three hearts beating in slightly different rhythms, creating a confused flutter in your chest. Sometimes you move your hand and see it move twice, once in your reality and once in theirs. Your reflection in mirrors now shows all three versions simultaneously. They stand slightly behind you, looking confused and frightened. Version 2 reaches out to touch the mirror from their side. Version 3 mouths words you can't hear but somehow understand. They're trying to communicate. They want to know if you can see them too. When you nod, all three versions nod together. The mirror becomes a meeting place where all three realities intersect. The other versions are trying to prove they're the real one. Version 2 shows up at your workplace, confusing your coworkers about why you're there twice. Version 3 calls your family members, having conversations about childhood memories that contradict your own recollections. They're gathering evidence of their authenticity. Building cases for why they deserve to survive. Each version believes the others are the imitations. Each version is fighting to remain the only you. Time is running out and the three realities are collapsing into each other like overlapping photographs. You see your house with three different color schemes existing simultaneously. Your bed has three different blankets stacked on top of each other. Your kitchen contains three sets of dishes occupying the same cabinet space. Tomorrow morning, when the merger completes, only one of everything will remain, including only one of you. The other two versions will simply stop existing, as if they never were. Their memories, their relationships, their entire lives will vanish. And you won't remember them at all.